So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a little bit about what goes on in Deranged, what goes on in the workshop, behind the scenes. We've got loads going on today, so we're going to be 3D scanning the new shape Ranger. We're a bit late to the game in that, but we do want to do some bits that we can offer for sale. And also, if you haven't seen already, I'm building an Audi TT race car, so I was just going to chat a little bit about that. We are going to do, or we are already doing, a full documentation series on YouTube on that race car. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go and check out those videos. So that's going to be really interesting, how to take the race car from a complete standard road car to a fully fledged race car for the TTCR series. So yeah, I guess without further ado, we're just going to crack on and just get on with the day. We've got loads going on. Also the Defender over there, we're going to be putting some of the interior back in it. So new shape Defender. We've done wheels, tyres, calipers. It's had full satin PPF. We've done a few other little bits to it on the outside and full interior. So that's a really nice build. So yeah, we'll just crack on. Might be able to get this going. Yeah. I've got to move it. I'm going to move it there. If it goes, I'll move it there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there. Fucking hell, it's tight. Yeah. That was an event. It's worth the entertainment though, isn't it? Oh. This is actually, he wanted this redone. We thought this was stickers, but it's actually painted on with nail varnish or something. Look. Actually might scrape off. It's got no exhaust on it at the moment, believe it or not. Give it a rev. You could have it like that, couldn't you?
100%.
You just have to deal with the smoke coming out of your arches.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're putting the Quicksilver exhaust on it. Yeah. Which has got valves on it. So you've got the app on your phone and it's got the valve, but it's not. It's fine, but it's not loud. You could have it louder. Yeah. Better than standard. You can imagine how quiet it is with a standard exhaust on it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I want to clean the Bentley as well before we get it in. I'll move that. Is the Bentley running still? My mate's coming down today and he's the Duncan Cowper who done the Pikes Peak. So he's basically, he keeps going on about coming down and have a go on the sim because he went and done Pikes Peak and he was a rookie and he done it under 10 minutes. So he was like only 1 in 6 in the world that's ever done, rookies done under 10 minutes, sorry. So and we're going to get Pikes Peak on there because I want to see whether I can get close to his time basically. So yeah, we're going to set it up today, get it going. He's going to come down this afternoon, so that'd be quite fun. Oh, no, that's awesome. And yeah, I haven't done Pikes Peak on there before. I've only ever used it really for practicing tracks, so I'm going to race. Yeah, 100%. So it's ideal for that. Yeah, I haven't done Imola. I'd love to race there. I've only ever done UK stuff racing. Yeah, like Donington. I love Donington. Croft is really good. Yeah, so I'm racing at Croft this year in the TT. So. Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going to carry on having a move about and then hopefully the guys to do the 3D scanning will be here soon and hopefully they're coming here and not our old address. So let's just better double check my emails actually. Pin's not even in the fire extinguisher. Well, normally you take it out when you race and obviously put it back in when you're not racing. Oh, fuck. I'm not, that's the problem. Far from it. Yeah, it'd be good to get some good to get some content with the bikes that he's doing. Oh, they're really cool.
I've only of recent years.
I was there on Tuesday. What's the day today?
Wednesday.
Oh, so Monday. Yesterday, he had a photo shoot of one of the bikes he was building, and I got a call. I got a text at 7:30. How good are you at polishing? I said, well, I haven't done it for a while, but he was like, well, we painted the fairing and this needs, like it's been polished, but I'm not happy with it. It needs a bit more.
Yeah.
So I said to my wife, I'm just going to pop over and help Matt at the workshop for an hour. Yeah. Anyway, an hour in, and this thing was just it needed so much work. So an hour in, I was like, right, I'm going home over my dinner. I said to my wife, I've got to go back there for another hour. I was there till 1:30 in the morning. And he done the whole night. He done till, well, we went home at 7 o'clock the next morning to get changed and then went on the photo shoot. I don't know why I'm bothering going all the way outside with this. This floor's soaking wet. Anyway, I might as well actually do it on the floor here and then sweep it out. I love this little race car, but it caused me so many problems last year. It's 2 litre, yeah, naturally aspirated. So what, like 200 brake horsepower. The TT is a 2 litre as well, front wheel drive. And that is turbo though, so that's a TFSI, so it's going to be 250 brake horsepower with the map they put on it. So it'll be a bit more power. Hopefully it'll be reliable. I'll do all right. Yeah. Well, I'm having the engine rebuilt, new turbo, new everything basically. I'm putting everything on it new. Because otherwise you end up getting problems. But on this I put a brand new throttle body. And then everyone said, and that went, and everyone went, oh no, the old ones are better than the new ones. So I was like, well. I can't see a thing. Am I looking all right? Just hold that door for us. Hold the door. This is actually the worst car to get in and out of ever built. Especially when you've got a car up against it. Sorry, mate. Sorry. That is commitment, yeah. Right, nice. Race car corner. Seen the nose cone on them? How it opens? It's like full carbon. Full carbon nose cone, look. Yeah. He's already done it once, so it started raining. Pulled it out, cleaned it, wiped it all off, and then the rain came down. You did make a really, really nice job of it the first time as well. I did notice it. Well, it's going straight in now, Lee, so that's fine. We're going to get this in and then get that in. Is it worth us trying to take this off so we can? Off? Well, lift this up at least. I don't know how that comes up, just to do under there, or is it? I wonder if that. I think it might. I don't know if it hinges up or lifts off, so just be careful. Push the button. Do you know what I mean? It's got to go back first and then up. Go down. Oh no, it's a lever there. Not the easiest thing to clean, is it? So I'll lock that again. I'll lock it. That's the sort of thing someone would nick in the middle of London. Definitely have to lock it. Huh? Someone would steal it. Well, it's the sort of thing someone would steal if it was unlocked. You would? That's good, isn't it? He doesn't mean that. Right, here it goes. Christ. Ow. Ow. Thank you. Yeah. How are your fingers? Lock them up for another month or two. Sort it out, I've got to take it somewhere else to try and get it sorted. don't know, they can't work out what the squeak is. They're telling me it's the brake pads, but brake pads are like new. Only does it when it's hot. No, it's just driving it gently. Literally, it warms up and it goes ee, ee, ee. The whole time from this corner, and we've swapped all the pads and the discs and everything have been swapped over side to side, and it still does it from this corner. So work that one out. I thought that maybe. But they're adamant, no, you've got to buy a new set of pads. I was like, well, no, I'm not. They're brand new. I'm not buying a set of pads for 1,600 quid, so then it can be exactly the same, and they won't.
Yeah.
Then when, yeah, exactly. So it's going for a second opinion. John Paul's. Where else? Where else do I take it? They'll find it, won't they? They'll charge me a load of money, but they'll find it. And then I'll go to Ferrari and say, right, you got to pay this bill. So we're going to be doing the Ranger, but the boys are going to get the front bit, which has just been painted, so we can put that back on, because we'll probably need data with that on and with it off. It's just a standard part, and the grille, put all that together so we can get data with the grille on and off. We need all this area, like that whole area, up in there and out, because these will be off anyway, because they're the factory part. So the new part will go on, they'll come off, and the new part will go on. So that's fine as it is.
What do you want then, the holes as well?
Yeah, these clips are what broke off of the old, so they'll come off. We'll take them off. We'll tuck that out of the way. I'll make sure there's a clip in there so it's in the right position, and all that's in the right position. So I want that area. Same with the rear. Probably have to take that arch off, so we'll take them off quickly. And then tailgate, I want basically that. I want to make a panel that goes over that whole area there. So that I need the data of that basically, so that I can make a panel that goes in there. So basically, I'm going to have Deranged embossed. So it'll look original once it's all painted, but it will just have Deranged embossed instead of Ranger.
So we'll go a bit higher than that.
Yeah. Just do the whole tailgate area. Yeah, that's right up to the edge of the shuts, because I want to get mine to sort of like radius into that, so it just almost looks like it's meant to be there. So. It's always interesting, isn't it, seeing this happen?
Yeah.
But not for you, because you're probably fed up with it.
Yeah, we do it every day.
It's good for us. We like seeing it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Other people like seeing it as well. Is it the same bit of kit you got, or anything new?
Pretty much
Same, yeah.
We've got the handheld as well, the Artec.
Yeah, maybe I'll have a go with that then. Get it on the video. Just go like that.
That's what I do.
It's basically the same as... You might be good at it, actually. All that. Debatable. Yeah, it might be an idea, just because then I can get the whips and stuff when we're designing the arches, just to make sure it's all sort of everything lines up nicely. Maybe a bit of the wheel as well to get the... so then we can work out the offsets and stuff, yeah. All these little clips that are part of the old arch and the white ones, get them off. Get a clip in there so it just holds that where it's meant to go. Yeah? And then get these off and the mud flaps. Is that all right with like a little bit of water in it? Do you need it like really, really dry? Yeah, good. I haven't even switched it on yet, but I will do. So this is Dunk, the fast man at Pikes Peak.
The fastest plasterer.
Yeah, aka the fastest plasterer. What happens if I beat you though?
You drive it.
All right, deal. I think somehow the car might be a little bit different to driving the game.
Yeah,
What do you reckon, Doug?
right.
The real life.
The Porsche GT.
No, listen. I'll take the Cayman and do it. It's just his fucking mad thing.
When we were out there last, that was the first time it had really been seen.
In the real life.
Yeah.
See if Ash sent me my password.
So this is Rod Millen's, this Tacoma pickup.
Yeah.
So we've outrun this a couple of times at Goodwood.
Got it.
He brought this back as sort of 20 odd years since it's run. When we was, so that's when they was testing it.
Yeah.
So you might have seen some of that, but yeah, he was, yeah. It's like first thing at Pikes, so that was, that's probably 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, just before the sun comes up. The fastest pastor there. he's a preacher, Don Wickstrom, who helped us get to Pikes. That's a super special car, but this is old Smokey that went off the edge.
Oh.
That's it. And then, right,
There you go, you're winning now. Was that straight in start?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Sort of wide line there. Well, it looks lively, Dunk.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
It's a handful, doesn't it? Christ.
Going.
Glad it's not my car.
If we get to the top, I reckon there'll be 11.
Just don't know what's coming up though, do you? I mean, you've got half a clue. You've done
Probably,
it.
I can't see the gears on it, I don't know, it's down there, isn't it?
No mat. No traction control. $9.52.
952.
Yeah, that's quite good for a first one.
You said 11 at the
Fucking hell.
fucking mic drop moment. Just, yeah, over to you. Not worried.
No, I'm not worried. I'll do it in a minute.
It's fine.
What do you reckon? Beat it? 25 minutes, however you go. I've got to build myself up to it. Huh? I'll end up off the side.
Go on,
Right, fuck
jump
it,
on
let's
it.
do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
That's rookie's corner, that is.
It's a bit easier when you know it.
Yeah, alright, let's try and teach.
Try and teach me.
Hard on the brakes, down 2. Brake on the next apex, down the gear. Into the hairpin right. Tight, first gear. Barriers. Ouch.
Fucking hell.
My sponsors wouldn't be happy. Round to the left, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Starts opening up, flat out, flat out. As soon as you see the barriers on the right hand side coming up, start braking now. Down gears all the way to first. Brakes, brakes, oh, tip it in. Snatch second and then back down to first for a right.
How many times did you crash on your first
Lots.
go, Dan? Oh, right, okay. Makes
Round
me
to the
feel
right.
better. Just going to take it easy.
Just try and drive it and get to the...
Yeah.
This is Pastor's Pond. This is a double right-hander. Tightens up on the next apex now. Tightens right up. Carry a lot of speed around this next nut. Round to the left, tight, tight.
Fucking hell.
Way, we're out of there.
Can I get it back on or?
You might be able to. It sometimes puts you back on the...
Right,
Definitely deranged
definitely
now.
not getting back up
The
there.
steering.
I'm dead. That's me dead.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's your challenge now.
Right. Okay. Well, I need some practice, I think.
Yeah.
And get it so it's all together. Put this bit back on. Put the grill back in, and we'll do that as well. So then we can get an area because I'm either going to make an arch and a bit that goes over this bumper, but it might go over this again, or we might end up replacing it. Yeah, I just want options. I just want to have the data so that we can, depending on whether we're going to, this will probably remain standard, so we'll have to put that back on, but it's just always nice to have the data in case I want to change that. And again, with a grill, we're either going to make a whole grill, I might just make a plaque that goes in there with a badge in it on the standard grill. And it is a bit like that, but it will always be like that, I think. I mean, we can have a look at underneath to see if there's any fixings. Oh, there's a bolt here, so we can put that bolt in. Matt, can you put that bolt of the bolts in underneath, so the bumper's fixed in its position. It's going to go in from, and the top as well. Put a couple of clips in, yeah, just so that it stays in one position. Yeah, and then we can do that. It won't move then, and then we'll clip that bit back on and do that, if that's all right. To be fair, that's probably one of the hardest things to drive without knowing it, and the hardest thing to learn as well, because all the corners look the same.
Yeah,
That's my excuse anyway.
I was impressed because he just sort of started. He was like, "Yeah, no, this next corner."
Yeah, but do you know how much practice he's done? In real life as well.
Tell us about it.
So this is the Pikes Peak crash helmet that we wore last year. So the Fastest Plasterer reference is one of my favourite films is The Fastest Indian, Burt Munro. We went out to the salt flats. So we got number 35, which was his number, and then obviously sponsored by Gran Turismo, which Pikes Peak is, and with the scrutineering sticker. So we're just over at Deranged today just to have a go on Jason's sim.
And then I've got literally everything I need. And then, like I said, we'll probably, if we do, I still like the idea of doing the clay modelling, because then we can actually see the part. I know you don't need to do that. Obviously, we can do it all on CAD these days, but sometimes, especially with areas like this, it's hard to see on CAD what it's actually going to look like on the profile and how much it's going to stick out. And so we might 3D, we might get you to come back. Obviously, if we need to do any clay, we get you to come back and then scan the clay model as well.
It's good to have the option, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you've got
exactly.
the
Yeah.
scan data of the clay,
Yeah.
like you say. You
I
can
know
see on the screen.
we've done it before, where we've done the clay first, scanned all the clay, then took all the clay off and then scanned the truck. So you can do it in a day. But I think that was all right if you're just doing one area. If you're doing like the whole truck,
Yeah.
it's a lot to start trying to rip all the clay off and get it all. So we thought we'd do it this way round this time.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I say, we're using the Artec Leo as well.
Yeah.
That's a faster scanner, whereas the Excanarm is just slightly more accurate.
Yeah.
But really, it's splitting hairs.
Yeah.
To be honest, you're talking microns,
Yeah.
difference, not millimeters.
Yeah. Yeah, and use it just as a track car. It's unbelievable. Like as a,
When you took me out round,
to take that on a track day, you can't. Nothing gets near it. Nothing gets near it. It's unbelievable car.
I couldn't believe how much quicker it is.
No, it's unbelievable. Or it needs to sell really, but I'd rather the Aston sell first, and then
The older they're getting,
what I was going to be doing with all this.
might
You know, a bit
do
like
with the
DTO do.
Yeah.
Do the Aston, have this,
Or maybe
take people to do driver tuition, take it, go out, do hot laps, have some cars people can drive as well. You put a passenger seat in this and people can drive this all day long with all the aids on it.
it's
It's
unbelievable.
easy to drive. This year I'm going to be racing in this Audi TT, and we decided to buy the car and build it from scratch. So it's a 2008 TFSI 2 litre front wheel drive, and we're pretty much now at the stage where it's going back together. The engine's obviously still out, the box is back, been rebuilt, and the diff's been put in it. As soon as the engine comes back from the engine builders, that's going to go back in and the whole front end can be built up. Inside we're pretty much done now, everything's gone in, it's looking pretty good. We decided to paint the inside. I always like a race car to be white inside, so we decided to paint it. Cage, got the cage powder coated in white and painted it, rest of it out, so it all looks neat and tidy. Pretty much there now, like I say, the roll cage all in, finished, bolted up, fire extinguisher kit, which is really nice. It's tiny, this fire extinguisher. It's a 2.25 litre, but it's the 0360 from Lifeline, which has got the Novatec gas, so it's actually a gas-filled one. So with fire extinguishers, the old foam ones, which you can still use. I've got in the other race car, in the Clio, I've got a foam one. But the problem with that is, if worst case scenario, you ever have to set the fire extinguisher off, it cakes everything in foam and it's corrosive, so it's quite bad for the car. So I've gone for one for weight, because I think I'm going to be overweight in this. I've just got a feeling. I've actually lost 26 kilos, which is good. But like when I raced in the Porsche in 22, I was about 55, 60 kilos over. every round, which obviously is a nightmare in racing. The Clio just about got on the weight. We had to strip loads of weight out of the car. In these, they're being very strict on what you can and can't take out, and even to the point of some of this sound deadening and stuff that had been like, which is basically painted over. They said you're not allowed to take out. So I wanted to get as light as possible fire extinguisher, and yeah, pretty much lightened as much as I can, taking as much as I can off without going against the regulations, basically. So the seat I've got, this ATEC North seat is designed for tall people, but it's again quite lightweight. So I've sort of thought about everything as I can really, and got it as light as I could. Yeah, it's looking good though. Like I said, I'm doing a full documentary series on YouTube on this, so do go back and have a look from the start, because we're going to do, I don't know how many videos it'll be. I've probably recorded enough for about 6 videos so far. 2 of them are up on YouTube. I'm going to try and get a couple on a week just to get through it as quick as possible. So you can literally, hopefully after the next few weeks, you'll be able to watch the build from start to finish. So yeah, it'd be good if you can check that out. If you're interested in seeing how a race car's built, I've literally done start to finish, stripping it all out, taking the engine out, dummy fitting the roll cage, painting inside, gone through how to prep and paint the inside, do all of that, and then how to build up the whole thing, how to fit all of the parts, from this spoiler to the seat to the fire extinguisher. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. A pile of rust, but we are actually going to send all this off and get it blasted and powder coated, so it all comes back nice. And then all new bushes will go in it, so all the new Powerflex bushes will go in. Yeah, it'll look like brand new, believe it or not, in a couple of days' time. I think the underneath's got some rust as well, so I need to address that. I'm going to spray there. I might actually do that now. Got some rust treatment stuff. Just going to spray it on and then stone guard underneath, just to try and make it a bit tidier. Not really. I don't want it to get any worse. It's not bad. It's only surface rust. Just don't want it to get worse. So all of this wiring from the battery and even the earth lead, it all had to be. This was all original wiring, so I had to put this in. So I made this little bracket, put all this in nice, so it all sort of looks neat and tidy. But even in the regs, they said you're not allowed to take any of the original factory loom out. And you're not allowed to cut any plugs off, lighten that or anything. So all I've done is there was another loom that come all the way down the middle of the car. It all come around to this area. There's all amps and that for the audio. So because they said you're not allowed to cut or do anything to the wiring, I just reeled it all up and put it under the centre console. So at least it was out of the way and it looked a bit neater. Yeah, trying to keep it, and obviously then it gets as much weight forward as possible. Yeah. Because the thing is with front wheel drive, really, you want the weight off the back. You want the back to be light. This is my chosen steering wheel. I was just waiting for the boss to arrive, because there's I need the boss that's for the car. It's quite nice. And then that's actually got the holes for a couple of little buttons as well. Don't know what I'll use them for, but just looks good, doesn't it? Don't know what I might use them for. Just in my head when I ordered it, I thought, oh, that'd be cool. It's actually quite good though, isn't it? I'm actually quite a lot of room. It's not bad, is it? And I've got big chunky trainers on, but I was actually really impressed with how much room I've got in here. Yeah, so basically this seat is a brand I hadn't even heard of at all until I started building this car, and somebody else built this car and it's got this seat, and I thought I'd have a look at it, and I tried it out Auto Sport. So basically where I'm so tall, this seat is designed for, I think if you're over like 180, between 180 and 200 centimetres, and most of these seats with these wings, they hit on my shoulder. Like, so imagine that being that much lower. And yeah, it was just nice to actually have this head support in the right place. First time ever I've sat in a seat that feels like this good. So I'm really, really pleased with this. It's come out really, really nice. And yeah, I'm nice and comfy in there. it was tight getting in. Imagine I'm like up against that. I've tried to get it in as far as possible, and back as far as possible, and as low as possible, and then I'm here touching here as well. So the seat is touching the cage there, and touching the dash and the centre, like literally the centre tub there. I couldn't have got it. That's literally the only position it can go. I just like the little, you know, like the little round like nylon ones. It's like you know that come on like sequential, like quaif, like that. So when people look in, they think, "Has he got a quaif box in there?" I'm like, no, it's just the gear knob. I've got one in my Clio actually. If you have a look in there, I've got one in there. You'll see what I'm talking about. Actually, looks like I've got a shifter in it. Yeah. Can just clip that back in without taking the bumper off. I might have to take the bumper off to get it back off again, but should be all right. So. Make sure they all line up. So anyway, Dunk's come here, he's shown us all up. I thought I could jump straight on that, to be fair, and still do all right, but it's harder than I thought. I will give it to you, it's harder than I thought. To learn that, to know every corner like you know on that, track, whatever you call it,
Well,
it's just unbelievable, really.
It's exactly the same as Nürburgring, 156 corners, 12.4 miles.
Yeah, but Nürburgring hasn't got a fucking 2,000
No drop,
foot drop.
but you have got barriers.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But no,
But anyway, so the challenge is now, well, big announcement is that Duncan is actually going back to Pikes Peak this year, so that's huge, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gone there and done it in sub 10, and we said you're never going to do it again, and now you're going again.
yeah, well, everybody out there sort of G'd me up for going again, so we think we've got a little bit more in the car where we can actually go a bit quicker. We did a 9:57 as a rookie, so I think there's only 6 or 7 rookies ever broke 10 minutes. And when you think there's over 9,000 competitors over the years have done it.
Oh, it's an epic achievement.
I think
yeah, and we're really obviously really pleased to be part of it and put a little bit of help in, and obviously I was involved with putting the car all back together, which
you
was
did all
good
the
fun.
nice bits, didn't you?
Made it look pretty, which is what I like doing.
Stop me bodging it up. Making it look pretty. But no, it's been nice to come over on. Jay's obviously got the sim here at Deranged, so that's one of Ash Sutton's from Pure Sims. So we'll be doing a bit more practice.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, you know, slightly better than my
Might have to
one.
put a bit more of a comfy seat in it though.
Yeah.
That thing does your back in, so yeah, that was a temporary. I borrowed the one off of that.
Have you?
Also borrowed for another race car, yeah. So
But no, so yeah,
decent one for it.
we'll be going out in March to go and prep the car, but it's going with all the same sponsors and logos on the car, so it will be deranged up again. You have to be a bit deranged, I think, to do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a
Perfect.
good fit brand.
Yeah, the challenge is can Jace get down to a 9 dead by the, well, we'll give him the end of next week.
You heard it.
And I said I'd let him have my car and he can drive Pikes, so we'll
I've
see.
got to fit in your car first.
There's all sorts of get out clauses. So,
Right.
yeah.
Anyway, good to see you, mate.
Yeah,
And,
brilliant.
Yeah,
No, thanks
we're,
for letting us have a go.
yeah,
Good.
no problem. Anytime. It's set up now, so
Challenge on.
we'll leave it on.
Yeah,
I'll just leave it like that.
perfect. All right.
Perfect. All right,
Smashing.
lovely. The customer on this job wanted some orange leather as well as the stitching, and we thought we'd go a little bit further on this one by doing the micropiping as well. So we haven't actually done that before on any of the cars. It's something that we've always thought about doing but never actually got around to doing it. So it's a really, really nice effect. So with the micropiping, it's just not too, where it's so small, it's just quite a nice, like sharp sort of detail without looking. I think like normal piping, like the old school piping, is a bit over the top really, and especially it doesn't look modern, but this looks nice and modern. So really happy with how it's come out. We've also done inside. Obviously it'll be on the front seats when they're done, but we've done a bit on the doors to match as well, so to tie it all in. So we put a bit on the armrest here and the centre armrest there. Once the seats are in, the reason the seats aren't here is because we're painting the seat back. So before we put all the seats together, we've got the seat backs are down at the body shop, having them painted in orange as well. So we've done the calipers on this to match, and the seat backs will be in the same colour. So while we got the guys here, we thought, and we've got a Defender here, so we don't do many of these, but I have had some ideas about maybe doing our own arch for these, because there's so many of these out there, and there's some lovely bits on the market. These bits and bobs we've done, but arch-wise, I'd like to do our own arch, just slightly bigger. Got some ideas in my head what we might do with it. So yeah, the guys are here doing the scanning, so I thought we'll get some data of this while we're opportunities here really. So yeah, we'll crack on with that now, and that's them all done. They're all done on the Ranger, so that's pretty much all scanned now. So we've got everything we need. So next process with this will probably, I'll get some bits done just with CAD, and then if we do the arch and the corner, I'll do that with the clay. So we need to get a clay modeler here. I have had a go at that myself, but it's not as easy as it looks. So yeah, I'll get the clay modeler here. She's freelance, she'll come and do some bits of it. So yeah, looking forward to that, seeing what we can do with it. Got some sort of ideas, but all in my head. Yeah, needs something though, definitely needs something a bit more. Thing is with us, we've always been, with the Ranger, we've always been pretty much put ourselves right at the top and done something stand out to everyone else. And at the minute with this shape, we've sort of been blended into the mix with everyone else and fitting parts that are off the shelf. But we definitely got to have your own parts, and you've got to have something that stands out from everyone else really to sell them in any sort of quantity. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Ford will sell me some again, and we can have a good product and people will start buying them. That's the plan. So guys, that's it for today really. So you've seen a bit of what goes on a day-to-day. It has been a busy day compared to normal. We don't always do things like the scanning and that, but there's been a lot going on, so I thought it'd be nice to show you a day at Deranged. So if you like the content, make sure you subscribe, hit notifications, and please go and check out the videos on the TT, because like I said, I'm documenting the whole thing. So if you subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, you'll get notifications of regular updates on that, and keep following the journey. We're going to be racing in the TCCR Championship this year, so I will be posting up some content of the actual racing as well, so you can follow the build from start to finish and follow me racing throughout the season. Also, keep updated on what we do with the Ranger, what we do with the Defender. We've got loads going on this year, so we're going to hopefully have a busy year. So keep watching guys, and thank you as always.